I helped a pregnant 48-year-old woman. Suddenly, she clung to me, claiming our quintuplets were coming. A delusional joke, I thought, but the next day, she tracked me down. Every single day, she screamed for her husband outside. Neighbors mocked my supposedly heavy tastes. Who could stomach such an old hag? I ignored her completely, a mere mental patient. 2 months later, during my high society wedding, she stormed in, carrying 5 newborn infants. She hurled a 99% DNA match straight into my face. Husband, why choose this vixen over me? You cannot abandon your own children. My billionaire fiancé turned pale with humiliation. She threw wine at me and fled in her gown. I was forced to marry that old hag. To provide for 5 growing children, I worked myself to the absolute bone. On their 18th birthday, she fed me rat poison. I collapsed, writhing in agony on the floor. She laughed like a demon. My dear husband, you will never know how I conceived your children. My eyes opened. I had regressed to our first encounter. A foul pregnant woman collapsed right before me. Then, I remembered everything. On this exact day, years ago, I helped Wang Shufan. My life became a living hell. She refused to let go. She ruined my wedding and stole my future. Until the moment I died, I searched for answers. I never touched her, yet the children shared my blood. Impossible. Young man, help her up immediately. A stranger's voice snapped me back to reality. I snapped back and noticed a detail. Wang Shufan could have easily stabilized herself. She fell intentionally to force my contact. Does physical contact forge a sinister bond? Pure freezing chills gripped my skin. Visions of ugly, obese children flashed. Primal fear immediately consumed my soul. History will never repeat itself. I feigned ignorance and walked away. The surrounding crowd instantly erupted. She fell right next to him. Why won't you help? Utterly devoid of human decency. Help her up immediately. Her safety is your responsibility. I gritted my teeth against them. Hypocritical moral posturing. Disgusting. Curse me. I won't interfere. Why should I help? Is that my child? My gaze swept the room. My voice was pure ice. You help her then. An old man stepped forward. His face flushed with rage. Don't be so cold-blooded. She is clearly pregnant. What if she miscarries? Not my problem. My response was absolute. The old man reached for me. Do not touch me. She fell near you. Help her. Where is your masculine responsibility? Wang Shufan's eyes gleamed with arrogance. My survival instincts reached their peak. What was she planning? Forced physical contact? My past life's poisoning flashed before my eyes. I made a split-second decision. I lunged straight into the shelves. A thunderous, violent crash. I collapsed onto the floor. Complete and total silence. Well, I demanded loudly. Still want my help? Wang Shufan froze instantly. Humiliated, she crawled up alone. My calculated gamble had worked. I watched her leave suspiciously. Then, I finally stood up. I immediately requested long-term leave. I retreated to my sanctuary. The next morning, everything changed. Her repulsive face waited outside. My dear husband. She lunged like a predator, dragging her massive, pregnant frame. I fled with blinding speed. The woman began her siege. Her sign read, seeking husband. My face was displayed publicly. She refused to move. My husband, but her husband refuses recognition. Sympathetic crowds gathered. They bought her food. They filmed her for social media. I watched from the window, that disgusting figure below, pure, burning rage. Suddenly, my phone rang. My fiancé, Lin Yue, calling. Explain that video. What is happening? What video? See it for yourself. Are you hiding another woman? I checked my phone. The headline, Elderly Pregnant Woman Seeks Deadbeat. Over 100,000 views. Wang Shufan wept. He calls me old. He calls me ugly. I don't blame him. Only his child matters. I will wait forever. The comments were savage, pure vitriol. Execute this worthless scum. A late pregnancy is difficult. A truly heartless bastard. Call the police. Arrest him. My hands shook with fury. Yue, believe me, I don't know her. She is completely insane. If that is true, then our wedding. The line went dead. Simultaneously, in the neighborhood group, a direct tag. My name. Scumbag. Use her then abandon her? Betraying your own family. While hunt for more. Have you no shame? Does your fiancé know? The instigator, my rival Guo Dao. He coveted my wealthy, beautiful fiancé. Her rage was his masterpiece. Calculated manipulation. First, I called my fiancé. I had to clarify everything. Wucho, I swear. Betrayal means my death. That woman is purely delusional. I never touched her. That child isn't mine. Explanation successful. She's calm, yet danger lingers. I avoided Wang Shufan entirely. Why is she so certain? Logic failed. I took action. I dialed the number directly. The contact on her sign. Get away from here. Stop harassing my home. Continue, and I will sue. Husband, don't be angry. Just see our child. Her voice was nauseatingly sweet. I am not your husband. Speak again. I call police. I hung up. 1 minute later, a video file arrived. I watched. My eyes widened. Graphic, explicit, purely revolting. My stomach turned instantly. I vomited for hours. What is this madness? When did I touch her? Then something even stranger appeared. The timestamp, year 1998. I was completely paralyzed. In 1998, I didn't exist. How is this possible? Lost in an impossible mystery. A piercing knock echoed at the door. Husband, please open the door. I know you are inside. Wang Shufan's voice rang through the hallway. She sounded dangerously ecstatic. I saw her bloated face through the peephole. Pure terror surged within my soul. Who was this woman? What about that mysterious video? Stop banging on my door. I do not know you. How could you forget me? The video is our absolute proof. Her tone radiated a grotesque confidence. I could endure no more. I immediately dialed the emergency police. 10 minutes later, the police arrived. Officer, this lunatic is harassing me. Wang Shufan's eyes gleamed with delight. Husband, you finally appeared. She lunged forward to embrace me. Terrified, I hid behind the officers. Madam, your harassment is clearly evident. Follow us to the station now. Wang Shufan remained utterly shameless. Officer, I haven't harassed anyone. I am only seeking my husband. Is finding one's husband a crime? She forced out a few pathetic tears. Nothing but lies. I have never met her. Officer, you claim the child is mine. My fiancé ended our engagement. A blatant public disturbance. You cannot ignore this crime. The police approached her. Wang Shufan clutched her stomach. Pale-faced, she turned and fled. Officers intercepted her downstairs immediately. They threw her into interrogation. I submitted the bizarre footage. Officer, I was born in 1999. An affair in 1998, impossible. A video of it. Absurd. I dialed the sender's number. Her phone rang inside the room. You sent it yourself. This woman is dangerously unstable. The veteran officer questioned her. Explain this video immediately. Wang Shufan sneered coldly. A private video with my husband. Is that a crime? The officer's expression turned grim. Their final verdict remains uncertain. A truly sickening situation. An officer checked her records. You returned to the country recently. What did they discover? This revelation shocked me. This woman lived abroad? She sat there calmly. Not a trace of fear. She looked strangely smug. Do not waste your time. I know my words lack credibility. Wait until the child is born. DNA evidence will clarify everything. Doubt me, do not doubt science. Her unwavering confidence made police hesitate. Young man, are you truly certain? Perhaps a single night of intoxication? I swear on my life. Touch that hideous creature? Never. At that exact moment, Wang Shufan's expression shifted violently. She clutched her stomach, screaming. It was beginning. A total emergency. The labor has started. Her scream shook the entire room. Call an ambulance. Immediately. History repeated. 5 children were born. 2 days later, the officers returned. The medical appraisal was indisputable. Inescapable truth. Black and white. A perfect 99% match. Baiju is the biological father. My mind went completely blank. I stood there, frozen, paralyzed. This is impossible. Utterly impossible. I exhausted every effort to avoid her. Why is that child mine? The door suddenly swung open. Lin Yushe arrived in black business wear. Her face was deathly pale. She marched directly toward me. A violent, thunderous slap landed. Ju. I was wrong about you. Her voice was pure ice. Wu Xiao, let me explain. I am truly innocent. Explain. To what end? The DNA results are undeniable. What more can you say? The wedding is officially cancelled. Never see me again. I will use every connection to destroy you in Jinhai. She left without looking back. Police blocked my every path. Mr. Chen, you are the father. Accept your fatherly duties. I ignored them, watching her. Agony tore through my soul. The past nightmare returns. I left the station dazed. The proof was absolute. Lin Wuxiao has abandoned me. The world labels me scum. I never touched Wang Shufan. I locked myself away. I will never bow down. Let the rumors fly. An innocent man fears nothing. Then, a piercing megaphone screamed. I looked out the window. Absolute, blood-boiling rage. Wang Shufan held 5 citizens witnessed this absolute tragedy. My husband has abandoned us. He chose another woman, abandoned his own blood. This suffering is unbearable. We'd rather die together. The crowd instantly erupted in fury. A truly heartless monster. 5 innocent children abandoned. How could he do this? Truly despicable behavior. The DNA results are conclusive. Stop this pathetic charade. My phone began ringing incessantly. Even Lin Wu Sao called me. Listen, the children are entirely innocent. Betraying your own flesh and blood. My hands trembled with rage. Wu Sao, those children aren't mine. Lying even at this stage? You are a profound disappointment. She hung up in fury. The phone rang for hours. The entire world condemned me. Driven to the absolute brink. Just as I prepared to surrender, a realization suddenly struck me. If science and society agree a conspiracy exists, like a calculated, dark illusion, a hidden trick deceived everyone. I searched for the elite investigators. I dialed the number instantly. Is this Ming Yuan Investigations? How may we assist you? Investigate someone for me. Uncover the absolute truth. Investigate Wang Shufan's history and employment record. Spare no details. Remain patient, sir. We will exhaust every resource for you. Please explain the specific situation. I recounted the entire saga with absolute precision. The line fell silent for several seconds. Sir, your case is truly extraordinary. Commencing the investigation immediately. After hanging up, hope finally flickered. Perhaps the tide is finally turning. 3 days later, Detective Lu Ming called. Mr. Chen, regarding Wang Shufan's pregnancy, why are you involved? We have made a breakthrough. The call ended abruptly. I stood there, paralyzed. Utterly unbelievable. The truth was devastating. Before I could recover, violent pounding shook the door. Bai Quiet, get out here now. A massive crowd blocked the hallway. Leading them was my rival, Guo Dao. Surrounded by pathetic, gossiping bottom feeders. Come out, you heartless coward. 5 hungry infants are waiting. Are you even a man? You abandoned a mother and her children. This is criminal neglect. I frowned at the furious shouting outside. These vultures feast on misery. Deafening and pathetic noise. But fear had vanished. I threw the door open. Why the hell are you knocking? Trespass again, and I call the police. Guadao spat in pure disgust. You heartless coward. Hunted online, yet you threaten us? Follow us now. Bring her home. They tried to drag me away. I broke their grip instantly. I can walk myself. They stood stunned by my defiance. Now that is being obedient. Sister Wang is waiting for you. He was beneath my notice. I recalled the detective's private report. We arrived at the motel quickly. The door opened, her eyes gleamed. She nearly jumped with excitement. My dear husband, you have finally arrived. She lunged to embrace me. I recoiled in pure disgust. Do not touch me. Bequiet, why treat her so? Guo Tao's foot struck me hard. I prepared to strike back. High heels clicked outside. Lin Yusao entered, dressed in white. Her face appeared deeply exhausted. Agony surged deep within me. Guo Dao stepped between us. Bai Qiet, you are delusional. Those 5 infants are your biological children. You possess a family, yet offer no respect. Why obsess over another man's girlfriend? Another man's girlfriend? You mean my own fiancé. To my shock, she held Guo Dao's arm. She glared coldly, her voice dripping resentment. You have deeply disappointed me. I am considering returning to Guo Dao. Guo Tao's arrogance instantly peaked. Listen, Wu Lu. Look at him. He is beneath you. My veins throbbed with pure rage. Then Wang Shufan suddenly lunged forward. She pointed and cursed that opportunistic leech. Stay away from my husband or suffer. I took one deep cold breath. Complete, absolute, explosion. Is this circus finished yet? Give me 3 days. I will prove those children aren't mine. They exchanged looks. Nobody believed me. Pathetic loser. Still talking big? The DNA results are final. Think they are fake? Wang Shufan's expression suddenly shifted. A flicker of unprecedented guilt appeared. I issued my ultimatum and vanished. Strangely, she didn't pursue me this time. She watched me leave in silence. At home, I checked my phone. The internet had absolutely erupted. Shocking headline, 48-year-old gives birth to quintuplets. Biological father, a 20-year-old youth. Views surpassed the 1 million mark. The comment section became a sea of vitriol. Scum like him deserves a violent end. 5 innocent children, 1 pathetic father. Malicious actors leaked my entire private identity. Even my mother's number was exposed online. The phone rang without mercy. Endless calls from unknown numbers. Vicious insults, you absolute bastard. Are you even human? You abandoned 5 children. Is your conscience completely dead? I hung up repeatedly. The ringing continued. My mother was dragged into this nightmare. She wept as the village gossiped. What has happened to you? Mother, ignore those online lies. I was framed. My innocence remains. Trust me. Give me more time. I will prove my innocence. Shadows fueled my boiling righteous rage. Early the next morning, our investigation is finally complete. Your innocence will soon be proven. Absolute perfection. I nearly jumped with pure adrenaline. Mr. Chen. Livestream tonight. Reveal the truth. Tonight, the real clown is unmasked. 7 p.m., a massive crowd gathered. The media frenzy reached a fever pitch. Wang Shufan continued her theatrical weeping, desperately chasing public sympathy. Behold, the heartless monster arrives. A sudden scream pierced the crowd. Every gaze instantly locked onto me. Ignoring the insults, I approached Wang Shufan. Seeing me, she collapsed into tears. Husband, please don't abandon us. I will do anything. Just don't leave us behind. Her head struck the pavement repeatedly. The mob grew increasingly hostile. Are you even human? She is begging on her knees. The DNA results are undeniable. Still trying to deny it? Guo Dao waved a report frantically. A 99% match. How do you explain this? I smirked, producing a thick folder. I slammed the document into his face. True, the DNA match is perfect. But look at this instead. I revealed the second document. They match my father, Chen Jiangguo. Guo Tao's face turned pale. He grabbed the paper frantically. These are my father's children, born from his donated sperm. The entire crowd fell silent. Everyone was utterly stunned. Guo Dao looked like a corpse. This is impossible. You faked these documents. These are official hospital medical reports. Verify the documents yourself. At that exact moment, police sirens wailed suddenly. Several officers stormed the scene. Make way for the law. It was the veteran inspector. He examined the forensic reports. He nodded with grave authority. Mr. Chen speaks the truth. These forensic documents are authentic. The entire crowd gasped. Officer Deng began the explanation. Our investigation revealed the truth. Chen's father was the original donor. Wang Shufan used artificial insemination. The children's biological father? The deceased, not our protagonist. They share a direct bloodline. The DNA results were identical. Wang Shufan turned deathly pale. She collapsed in total defeat. She was a notorious foreign madam. She fled home in disgrace, incapable of raising 5 children. She bribed staff for donor files. Her goal? Extort massive child support. Last year, a tragic accident claimed Mr. She targeted our protagonist with forged videos, attempting to force him into fatherhood. The truth finally surfaces. The crowd erupts. Wang Shufen collapses. Her arrogance vanished into pure despair. This wasn't the plan. Not like this. Onlookers exchanged stunned glances. Those who previously insulted me, now they cannot meet my gaze. Officers approached the trembling woman. You are under arrest for defamation. I will not go. She screams in pure hysteria. I only wanted a father. What is my crime? Handcuffs snapped onto her wrists. The sirens fade away. Finally, I can breathe. The nightmare is over. Her vile actions face severe judgment. For inciting massive public outrage. 20 years in prison. Catch Dao received 8 years. The innocent children entered state custody. Their new life begins today. The crowd disperses. Peace returns. As I prepared to depart, a familiar voice called out. Lin Yue stood nearby. Moonlight revealed her angelic beauty. She approached, eyes tearing. Sorry. I should have believed you. I failed to stand firm. It is fine. No blame. The pressure nearly broke me. Please, can you forgive me? She gripped my hand tightly. Can our wedding proceed? I pulled her into an embrace. Of course, it will. I waited long for this. 1 month later, a grand wedding. She wore pure, radiant white. My heart overflowed with emotion. Without rebirth, without this trial, I would never know true value. The storm has passed. Our goal